Okay, I'm just going to show you my gameplay because you're going to have different cards, but it's sort of the same concept for gameplay. I'm still getting overkill on these, so I'm 3-keying them. And you have you have 2 that puts power gems down, and that's what she does. Just 2 of them, if there are 8 gems on the board. You have the main, he puts regular gems down, so that's who you use at the beginning. I'm using my giant as my leader, and I think you should keep yours on because he puts down 5 or 10. More power gem 2s. This is just another gem spawner with a relic, and then the other giant who I've been using her because it's nice to set her off first, and if I don't have to, in order to get all of the relics to put the extra power gems, I don't have to use any of my other characters that put gems on the board in order to trigger that to happen, which is nice, but it doesn't always happen. So, and then relics, I'm not sure if you have all the same as mine. Cat, I will murder you. Scoot over. Go on. Okay, so the creature goes with Jade, but you can also use you've got that awesome creature that I don't have but goes with her. She's not going on my team. I just wanted to look at her. Okay. So the one that you have that puts the power gems down, that's a creature, so you get to use that relic. My face is in the way. Oh, and the game's lagging. Cool. Kitty, I will murder you. Get off my feet. Okay, where was she? Ah, there we go. Okay, and then back to relics. So the creature relic, and I don't know if they fixed the bug or not, but Exvertebra Helm is supposed to be the farthest last one on the right because they spawn from left to right. So, like, you have some swords left, and it's fine because they don't have an affinity attached to them. But if you were using a creature weapon to bolster the strength of your creature's hit, or whoever your nuke is, who are we dealing with this event? They're gods, right? No, that was last event. They're technological. So you would put your technological booster that's not green in this spot, and then as far as the rest of the relics, you're going to have the same ones I do. You should have the giant for the giant, the god, if you have a god on there, I'm not sure. The new relic for technologicals, and then you have the creatures on your teams as well. So I'm just going to show you my gameplay, and then I'm going to go into your deck and show you. Okay, and we are at Radiant Crate level thanks to Cobra. Oh, I'm in play. Okay, I'll show you later. Alright, first move, as usual, is just to power as many up as possible, but I also try to keep my big power gems on the board. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I already have 12 gems on the board. That means all my relics are going to spawn. So I'm just going to do that. And then, just boom. Try not to get too many swapped up or snatched up in a match. Now my third move, strike, I have as many power gems as I could fit on my board, and that's what 1 billion there, and sometimes it's up to 2 billion on the third strike hit, but I'm as long as I get half 50% overkill, it's still worth it to me right now for the rewards, like the water medals that I need for the event store, and the Guardian Core, I think, is for the other collection. Swamp Boss level. Yeah, I don't know what that's for. But I get more trophies by killing the bigger ones, but I get more from the Guardian collection and my rewards for the event store. As soon as I stop being able to kill them at 50% at least overkill, then I'm switching to, excuse me, I'll just start killing my bigger ones because I'll get way more trophies. And I don't get any overkill, but even just the finisher, 96 divided by 3 keys is, 32? 32 million trophies. Alright, let's go check you out. And your team is awesome, by the way. Nope, that's not the one you're using. It's this one, isn't it? Okay. So, there's the creature I was talking about. You actually have 2. Oh, no, that's a giant. So you've got a creature that puts down 3 of those power gem 4s. So if you get another one, it would spawn twice the amount. This was a great hero also. I don't have him. But he puts down the 1s, 5 of them. And again, if you manage to get 3 power gem 4s put down, you'd get another 5. And he helps your recovery too, which is a nice healing. Okay. And if there are 8 more earth power gems on the board, boom, done at this point. It increases your hero's attack. Wow, that's awesome. Nice. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay, so you've got 2 technologicals and you've got 2 giants. It's really your call who you're using to boost. Obviously, this is your nuke, so you want him to get the leader boost from the other guy being a technological. Okay, so whenever activates their battles, they create a power gem 3 plus a nuke. Nice. And then you're using the giant who powers, puts down power gem 2s. He does the same thing. So you've got a chance on your end for that 3rd strike hit to have like a whole board full of power gem 4s, 3s, and 2s instead of me, where it's like I'm lucky if I have a couple 4s, the rest are 2s, maybe a 3. And then this one puts gems down. So in order to, your relics are perfect. Except you've got Ophrah's weapon there, and you don't have a mystic on your team, so swap that out for Ex-Vertebra Helm, which is... Oh no, you don't have it. Okay. Well, you don't have a mystic, but you've got this technological weapon, and then you've got the giant weapon. You can use her. You can use Ophrah in exchange for... Wait, let's make sure you have her. I'm sure you do. She was the event character. She's a slayer, but I've been using her because just like this giant, she does passive generation. So after you make your first match and then the next page rolls around, I activate her, and then try not to kill too many of the power gems that are still on your board, but have the relics spawn the ones that do. So like there's going to be 4 gems on the board, so you're going to get a power gem 2 from here on the second turn, as long as you've got those gems on the board. Okay, if you keep her and you put a mystic on your team, she'll get used. Another power gem 2. a power gem 2, and then attack bonus. Okay, nice. But you would have to swap out. Geez, I'm not comfortable telling you to swap those out. Let me see. You don't have the creature relic, but this guy puts down 3 power gem 3s, so you gotta use him. And this guy does something similar, right? Power gem 1. So he's just like the other giant. It's like the same power. Oh, but this one's 2s, and he's 1s. Okay. And a nuke. So I don't have a nuke, so my gameplay isn't exactly the same. But for you, it would be match enough gems to load everybody up. And then you want to then I would just unleash this one, because with the gems that are left and the 5 he puts down, that's enough for all of your relics to spawn those power gems. Then you try to make a match that takes as few of the least powerful power gems off the board. Like, you have to make a match in order to no, you don't. You don't have a passive gem person. Okay. And then the third hit would be your power gem generators. So like this one, and then this guy, and then this guy. And then you let the nuke go after you've made that match, I think. Creates an Earth Power Gem 3 and is a nuke. Okay, so before you unleash these 1, 2, 3, do him first, and then second, third, fourth, and match everybody. Your nuke will have shot at the guy, but now you're going to have all those power gems on the board and get them all together in a blob. Yeah. That should do it, man. You've got awesome cards. I don't think there was anybody I would recommend. Oh, right. Except for being able to use your Mystic Relic, you would need a Mystic on your team. So let's see if there's one that does you any better than the cards that you have on there. Oh, here you go. Put this guy on your team instead of the other giant. Because instead of 5 power gems 1, you're going to get a power gem 4, which gives you the 4. You need 4 power gem 4s on the board for those other 2 heroes to spawn 10 instead of 5 of their power gem 2s. And you'll be able to use the Mystic Relic that you have on your team that's not doing you any good. Will it show me? No, it won't. See, like if I go to my guys, I have the information button over here, right next to their name, and it'll tell me if I have a relic on there that isn't used. But because I've got her on, I can use X-Vertebra Helm, and because I have, yeah, see, I don't have the Mystic Weapon on here, because I've got the God one that goes with the elephant, and I've got X-Vertebra Helm that goes with the creature. And I don't have any mystics on my team. And I worked really hard at making a claymore. Probably spent more time doing that when I should have been making mauls for my GVG defense, but I didn't know any better. You can take a... You're going to be in my way. You can, I don't have one right now, I don't think, because I made it that. Oh, I do, okay. So you've got one of these on, right? A 6-star Exultant Saber, I think, or maybe it's a 5-star. But if you scroll down, you can see you can make it affinity specific. And all I need to make my freaking next ones, but I have to make the hammers better, is this serpent scale. But fortunately, you can scavenge for it, even though I've never gotten it from scavenging, and I don't have enough stamina to do it twice. 16, okay. Anyway, but just so you know that that's a possibility, you can, long game thinking, make one of these for every color, and that way, if you don't have a relic specific to the type of hero on your team, you'll still have a backup guy. Like this guy adds almost 1,000 to attack, but the one that I made green is one of my highest weapons. It's way up here because I used 2 orbs of XP, and I also absorb like everything. He adds 2,000, and that attack applies after commander bonus, So yeah, just like, we're both using a mix of slayers and commanders this time around, just to get our weapons on the team. And so, yeah, I would replace this slayer for your other slayer. I know he's good. Oh, he does increase. Okay, that's a decision you're going to have to make. Or try it both ways. If you made sense of the gameplay anyway. As if that tweaks anything to the way you've already been playing, cool. That gives you extra damage, that's awesome. If not, try swapping this guy out for Ophrah, and then you'll be able to use this weapon will actually be activated. But she's the one that needs 12 gems on the board to get a power gem too, which is a pain in the ass because it's hard to get 12 gems on the board without matching up power gems that you don't want gone yet because you're trying to save them for the next round. All right, you're doing great, man. Good luck.